Okay, recording. Happy October. Can you believe it's October? Because I literally can't. I'm just really excited because I feel like this year was such an amazing year. Like every year I think goes really fast, but this year I just feel really great about our team and everything. And I'm just like, we're doing the things. We are headed towards the goals. They're happening, and it's just really exciting to see. Okay, so I have a bunch of announcements, just things I want to remind and kind of maybe go over and clarify. So for the recording, PS, it is October 1st, and it's team call night. Okay, Super Weekend is in 1 month, so look up where you need to go and get your booty there. I love you. I love you so much. Get your booty to Super Weekend because you will feel the fire and it will help push you the final quarter of the year. So November and December, you'll go really strong. And, honestly, guys, it's really funny that we get in our head about perfection and the tracker and doing all of the things. But honestly, when I say it's going to give you the fire, some days you're not going to get your invites done. And I'm not giving you a pass. I'm just telling you right now, some days you're not going to get it done. But if you're still on your Instagram stories talking about how much you love this and how much you love this community and you love all the things, people remember that. And the more you're talking about this, the more you're just sharing your heart. People remember your emotion maybe more than random details about coaching or the opportunity or whatever, right? So hold on a second. Okay. Get your booty to Super Weekend. For those of you who just jumped on, you're going to find that by logging into your Coach Online office, going to Coach Office, signing in again, and then up top under Rachel, can you go to your back office and maybe put the exact steps in the chat for me? But basically Monitor My Business, or I think it's something else. No, it's not Monitor Business. It's under events, and then Super Weekend, you type in your zip code and you find one. Get there. Second thing, Summit next year. Put it on your radar. Also, get there. I'm being very bossy in the beginning of this call, but put at least Summit on your radar. Mark it on your calendar. Maybe check out requesting off for work, whatever you need to do, because that is also the ultimate hype up. We're gonna all be there, and it's just so exciting. And if you plan that you're going now, when I decided I was going, I bought my ticket almost a year in advance, because I was I just need to tell myself I'm going. And so every year now I buy my ticket, the year in advance. So I make sure, and I know, and my husband has a year's notice. When I was working, they had a year's notice. It was just this is just what I do. And then you can also collaborate with the girls and get a hotel and heck, even pay for some of the stuff before you even go, so you get there and it's oh, I already paid for this months ago. I don't feel that financial pressure. But so get to Summit in New Orleans. Where did I just, oh, I have a sticky note of notes and I stuck it on the computer. Okay, so then in Team Bold Fitness, there was a post that went up yesterday that I'm doing kind of a reward system, that if you turn in your tracker for every single week in October, you earn a one-on-one call with me. I really want to reward the process. And if you are wanting to be here for the long haul, if you're really wanting to grow a business, you need to build its foundation. And in the foundation is the 4 vital behaviors. And sometimes though, it's not instant gratification, right? You don't reach out to someone, invite them, and they don't buy purpose immediately. And so it can feel, I don't know, sometimes we get discouraged. Things aren't happening fast enough. We go to college for 4 years, but we invite for 1 month and we're super pissed we're not elite. So remember that this business takes time. And once you get in the groove with your tracker, you'll feel really great. So anybody in the downline, you don't have to be my personally sponsored coach, you or anybody, you can earn this call with me. And I would just love to chat with you about whatever your goals are, whatever you want, we can talk about it. But what you're going to do is you're going to go into the team page, Team Bold Fitness, and you're going to go into photo albums. You're going to create an album with a picture of you. And then I want you to write your why, and then later, every week, you're just going to go and snap a picture of your Success Club tracker. And that will be your own accountability. I'm not, you know, like, we don't have bosses in this job. It's really cool. We just report to ourselves. So I'm not going to come and track you down for it. So I will remind everyone, of course, because, you know, we're moms and women and we're busy and we forget. But I just want you to know that's there. And I'm excited to chat with you guys, and I'm excited to have you guys kill it in October because it's the Beat Your Best month. So Beachbody is giving medals out for you to beat your best. So basically, there's like a bunch of parameters with it, but essentially there's a bronze medal, a silver, and a gold. And for you, like, if you've never made Success Club before, if you make Success Club, you get a bronze medal, which is super exciting. I think if you've never made Success Club and then you make Success Club 10, you get a gold medal. If you have made Success Club, 1 point above what you've made will get you a medal, and then it's 5 points above and 10 points above. So for me, on my account in 1 month, my highest is Success Club 16. So for me, 1 more point, 17 would get me a bronze, 5 more, and then 10 more. So it's yay. Never mind all the prizes that you get. In general with Beachbody, you have those prizes, the 1 month, 3 month, whatever it is. If you're new, I'm sorry, I'm not trying to rush. I'm just feel like there's a lot of announcements. So Success Club, Beachbody gives you a prize for your 1st month, your 3rd month, your 6th month, your 9th month, and your 12th month in any order. Like, it doesn't have to be consecutive, for making Success Club. And that's why they stress it. And we stress Success Club so much because you own a business, and the way to grow your business is to have new clients. And Success Club ensures that you are getting your clients started with fitness and nutrition at its most highest discounted price. So win-wins for everybody. And when you sell a challenge pack, your bonus is highest. It's higher than 25%, which is what we make on commission on, like, Energize. We get 25%, or you know, clothes are 20%, but a challenge pack bonus is significantly higher. So that's all of that. Also, more rewards, right? Where it's the end of the year, you can tell everyone's like, I will give you anything so we can keep pushing and we can keep the hype going. This month is where we start the prizes that I'm doing for, we are pushing for Elite. Yes, everyone, pump the air. We're doing it. We're pushing for Elite, right? Elite is a team thing. You staying active, you going Emerald makes somebody Diamond. In theory, you keeping Emerald keeps somebody Diamond. You keeping Diamond keeps us in qualification. It's a domino above, and so everybody is important. Everybody matters, and so we're rallying. It's end of the month. We have now 6 weeks to pop 3 more diamonds on my team and 3 more diamonds on Brenna's team, as we both push for 5-star, because that's a requirement for Elite. So one of the things that I wanted to do, and we wanted to do, I'm just speaking, is have an Elite retreat. Tyra, is the cat on your shoulder? Oh, on a chair. I thought she was on your shoulder. I was like, oh, we need to stop and talk about this. Okay, so sorry, I am a cat lady. I have 2 cats. Anyways, so for the Elite retreat, there's 2 ways to qualify for this. So 1, we're going to go Elite, and so then yay, we'll go Elite. And what happens when you go Elite is that the company gives you a bonus. It is a team goal to go Elite, and I would like to feed that bonus directly back into this retreat. So when we go Elite, those of us who have made Success Club in October, November, and December earn a spot. So you come here to San Diego, I'm getting a place, it's going to be amazing, and or you hit Diamond, then anybody in the downline, this is open to. So I'm really excited. So that's why Success Club in October is a pretty big deal for lots of reasons. So that being said, also, I know Brenna did this, and we haven't had a team call. We've had all these people on. So I just wanted to say, I think she already actively did it, but we had all these like pods of message threads of people talking I have to move some people around in mine because we're honoring what people's goals are, right? You know, if someone is not interested in pushing really hard right now, or if somebody just comes in and is learning the basics, those are two different conversations that we're having. Everyone is welcome to be in some kind of a pod, but we as your leaders are just gonna, we have to move you so you fit with your people, right? So that the conversation is staying relevant to you. So just know that for me, my groups are kind of like a new coach sleigh I have, and then a success squad, and then people who are specifically like emerald and pushing for diamond in this actual moment. And I think Brenna's are pretty similar. And now, of course, people can move around at any time, right? Because we are in charge of our business, and that's how that goes. So I just want you to know that if you see some like moving in the pods tomorrow, that's what that is. That's what's happening. So all still in pods. We're just, and as we sign new coaches, and as you guys sign new coaches, we want places for you to put your girls, right? You don't have to recreate the wheel on this team. We're doing this all together. So if you sign a coach who's like, hey, I want to learn about what I need to do, you can add them into these pods, into our team pages, all of the things, and we do it together. Okay, also with that, if you do want to push for diamond, you need to communicate that to me or Brenna. Like, be like, hey, I want this by the end of the year. I want diamond by the end of the year. I'm ready to push for it. And we'll make sure that you're in the right thread, because those threads are a little bit more like, rah, rah, rah. Okay, so that is kind of, what is this one? No, Mama. Oh, and I just wanted to say really fast that like when I'm tagging people in like team calls and stuff like that, or on like posts, there's a lot of us now, and if I forget you, it's never personal. Because then later I like tagged people for the call tonight, and then I was like, crap, I probably should have reminded this person. I mostly tag people who I see like some engaging, like Ashley commented earlier. She was like, I'm ready to rock this. I printed my tracker. So I made sure I tagged her in, oh, we have a team call tonight, kind of a thing. But just know, just go to the team page. If you're not sure what's going on, just go to the team page because I post up there, or like in your message thread. But it's never personal if I don't tag you. Okay, now let's get to the call. So tonight we're going to talk about you planning your month, and you are the CEO of your business. This is a business that can literally, whatever your income goal is, like set it, call your shot, and hustle for it. So you have to treat it like that. So if you want this to be a six-figure business, you got to work like it's a six-figure business. If you want to be the CEO of a six-figure business, a CEO doesn't show up and say, well, let's see what's going on in October. No, they plan out their month, they do their things, they set their meetings, and they hustle. That's what happens. So, and I will tell you that I am the most, if we don't know each other personally yet, we will, but I am a hot mess all the time. Like, okay, so know that it's not about perfection. It's about having a game plan, sticking to it the best as you can, and then when shit goes crazy, like it does every single day in my house, I at least have my plan to fall back on. Or, you know, again, I'm all about progress, not perfection. So so we're basically going to talk about how you're going to structure your month, whatever your days are. So do you all have your calendar out? Ready to go? So we have some thick and thin and bold fitness. So we have challenge groups starting at different times this month, but no, it really doesn't matter, because what I'm going to talk about is just for you structuring your month to set you up for these things. So I'm just going to use this example. I'm going to use my calendar for the examples, but just know I'll use time frames too. So you got to just kind of keep with me here. So for my next challenge group, we decided that we're going to do a 21-day fix one. We've done the morning meltdown thing for quite a bit of time, and for us, we're not getting as much bites about it, and I think we personally are kind of sick of inviting to morning meltdown 100. However, if someone comes to me and says, I want to do morning meltdown 100, we're good. I have things for you, no problem. But what I am going to advertise as a group starting is a 21-day fix group, because I feel it was my first program. I think it's short, effective. The nutrition plan is solid. It's just a good like starter program, right? Like you go, there's a little bit of everything. It's really great to get people results kind of quick in 3 weeks. Not like they're going to lose like 100 pounds in 3 weeks, but they can absolutely see a transformation in 3 weeks. So for me, I'm going to start having my groups better scheduled the middle of the month, because I would like to start hitting Success Club earlier in the month instead of freaking out and hustling for it at the end of the month, which, because Morning Meltdown, you guys, and I'm talking to you like you don't know this, it launched on like July 29th, and then so then everything dominoed kind of later, and also like Ultimate Portion Fix I think started at the end of the month. So I feel like this year was kind of like whatever, where I used to run my group starting a little bit more mid-month, and that felt better to me. However, I've started groups on the first of the month. I've started groups on the last of the month. I do whatever I need to do to make Success Club. It doesn't really matter. So I would just have a mindset switch wherever you are, is that whatever day you are starting your challenge group, have that be you considering that's the last day of the month. So you're hustling for it. So for me, when I'm looking at my October calendar, I'm starting I'm starting prep week on the 14th. Brenna, you guys do prep weeks, right? Besides this last, I think this next group you're doing like a fast one, but you do prep weeks, right, Brenna? Okay. So I'm starting my group on the 21st, but to them, they need to be ordered and ready to go for prep week on the 14th. If they're going to like actually prep for it, then prep week starts on the 14th. So I, in theory, want everybody ordered by the 11th. It's Friday, it's payday, it's great. So our team has decided for the very first time, we've never done this before, is doing a sneak peek into fit camps, because our guest speaker next week, Paula, she is a fellow member of Team Forward Fitness, and she's like always like crazy high in Success Club numbers. She's like Success Club 20, 40, all of it. And she just has these incredible transformations coming out of her challenge group. So she's going to talk to us, but I did a call, I don't know, a week or so ago with her. And she was like, I always do a sneak peek. And she said, every single month I run a 21-day fix, because that's just what got her like this massive transformation. She's like, so it's my soul program, and I help people. So I don't know if we'll do this forever, but so whatever it is on your calendar, you need to plot your challenge groups. You need to plot the day that you want people to have ordered by, so that they can start with you. Of course, if my goal is people to be ordered on the 11th, if someone's like, hey, can I order the 13th? Yes. Okay. Like, let's be real. Yes, you may order. I'm not gonna be like, nope, wait till next month. However, my goal is to push and act as if the 11th is the last day of the month, because I don't want to have to worry about it. So what I am going to do, this is my actual plan, is that tonight or tomorrow, I'm going to announce that my challenge group is starting in 2 weeks. And I'm going to make like a cute graphic. I use Canva. You can use a million sites. Or you can literally, if you go into your stories, if you're not Instagram stories savvy, you can just go in, like go to make a story, take a picture. Like it's October, so we'll just make it, hold it. Oh, look, you have a blank thing, and just put on top like October enrollment, whatever. You know, you don't have to overcomplicate this. And I think it's important to let people know the date you're starting, and you know, what is your goal, and go big. Like, don't say like, oh, I want to help, you know, get 2 people. If you are looking to build a business, minimum you want 3 for Success Club, but minimum I would say 5, but really I would put 10 slots down. Go big. 10 slots. You want to build a massive business, you want to like be in control of your time and your finances, 10 people minimum ideally. And then in those 10, sometimes you have someone who is a rollover, and I'll do that. When I am not having people bite, I will put Brenna on my list every time. Like, she's getting in my challenge group, you know, like I'm like, Brenna's coming in, and people who are at, you know, like for Morning Meltdown 100, I put our team down because we were doing it. That was the goal. And we all did it. So I put their names down. Anyways, so this week I'm letting them know also that I'm doing a sneak peek, but I'm letting them know the date. What? Okay, this is mama's work, okay? So then okay, so it's about 10 days. So I would then, this is actual an assignment, I want you to write down on a piece of paper, like what objections did I have, and draw a line under it. And I want you, specifically you, to answer this question on what objections you had for joining a fit camp prior. Was it you weren't convinced that at home workout program would work? Were you concerned about the financial? Were you concerned about Shakeology? Were you concerned about all of it? Were you confused on what it even meant? And then I want you to answer those questions. And that is literally your content for the next 10 days. That is what you're going to post about. Now you're going to have to get a little creative. I wouldn't just say like, you know, the cost of shake, you know what I mean? Like, that's a whole other thing, which, by the way, this book just came out, Stories That Stick. It's on Audible or hardcover version. It's very good. It's really, really good. And I would say that a strength of mine is posts on social media. And I can only tell you, I don't follow a method other than I just try. And I used to make really bad posts. We joked about it last week. The Sam I Am post is pretty notorious, that in 2016 Sam I Am was inviting people to a challenge group. It had a graphic, it literally had eggs on it. It was awful. So just know you kind of have to just get better by literally falling on your face and making your own version of a Sam I Am post. And I really like, the best part about it is that I just thought it was so good. Like, I was like, this is it. Like, boom, me to the top, watch me rise. Like, I'm not even kidding. I still remember doing it. I was living in the hotel in Maryland. Anyways, so let me check the chat really fast. Okay, wait, we are not done. We're not done by the 21st. Okay, so in regards to, okay, really fast with the sneak peek and having people do a program that you're not doing, because we do really great when we're doing a program alongside of someone, right? And so ideally, that's kind of what we do, but Morning Meltdown 100 is really long. And then we had other people start in August and then in September. And so it would just, I don't want to, us all together will have to be intentional about checking in to multiple groups. It's tricky, but if we all are really, really trying, then nobody will go amiss. As long as we're all trying our hardest to check in all the groups, then people will feel loved on, because nobody's perfect, even now when we just have one group. Yes, I will go into that more. So if, for example, you were concerned, like maybe you were a gym rat and you were like, I don't know if this workout home thing is going to work out. So for you, maybe the selling point that got you into a fit camp was talking about these incredible transformations. So use our stories. We're story collectors on this team, and we all have really cool stories and paths of life that we walked through. And we can do another post. Brenna and I will make sure in both of the team pages goes up kind of just an updated transformation post. And then you need to share your transformation that you feel comfortable other people sharing, and then a story about you, because it's the story too. It's not just like, oh my gosh, she lost a bunch of weight. It's that she's a mom and she's battling this autoimmune disease. She's a teacher who works full time. She's a social worker. She's a special needs mom. Like, that is what connects. So share your heart with your transformation so we can share your heart. Because I know that there are followers who are out there who have lives more closer to yours than necessarily mine. And that will be like, that will maybe speak to them, and vice versa. So we'll have a transformation post go up. So what I do is that, so then I would take my post. I do think that sharing your transformation is really powerful, because unfortunately other network marketing, just puts up like those kind of other people's, honestly, they just put up other people's transformations. They don't even really think about it, the wraps and all the things. But I think if it's like, hey, this is my friend, this is my teammate, like this is my girl, like it's more powerful, because, but when I do that, I share my like if I'm going to do a post, I'll share my transformation first and then you guys' transformation. So if they were to swipe, then they can see other people's. In Instagram stories, I just put them up and I like tell the story of Rachel, or I tell the story of Tiffany, or I tell the story. But you have to think about what you were afraid of and like backwards design it on what you needed to hear. So a lot of times we needed to hear this information month after month after month. And so you might have already said this. You're just going to have to say it again. You're just going to have to say it again, that these work, that you love the convenience. And I can't tell your story for you because you love this for a very personal reason to you. But is it that you love the time convenience? Do you love that it's like done and over with? I don't love to exercise. I've been a coach for 4 years and I still am like, I love how it makes me feel. I love the results of it, but in the moment, minus the Energize high and some pretty sweet Say My Name, Destiny's Child music, I don't actually love like the pumping of the iron. So like I share that like I want to feel good in my mom jeans. I want to feel good like on date night, but I don't want to spend massive amounts of time at the gym. I don't want to run. I have no desire to do any of that. I want to get in, get out, feel good while I'm doing it, enjoy my workout, and then be done and like go up and shower and move on with the 20 other things I have to do. Were you concerned about cost? I would like to say blanketly that Shakeology is the #1 objection. So don't think it's just you. Don't think it's anybody. It is literally everybody's #1 objection, because anybody with BOD would be like, oh, this is a screaming deal. And they do, they do understand that. So with Shakeology, you have to explain why it works for you. So if you're busy and you would be spending $4 at the drive-through for crappy food, that was kind of me at first. Like I didn't really have the money for it, but I was spending money in the drive-through anyway, so I really just didn't care. I was just swapping, and then I felt the results that I did. I think it's fun to throw out sometimes like those big name ingredients that people are right now in this moment going to Whole Foods purchasing to add to their protein shake at home, like maca root and Gigi berry or something. Oh, and we have to share that Shakeology call from Keisha. It was so good. And so I think it's fun sometimes to be like, oh, these are some of the ingredients. But most of the time, what sells people on Shakeology is your story on why you love it. So it's more convenient. It's worth the dollar. It depends on where you come from, because if you're someone who like knows health stuff, sharing the ingredients might be more powerful. For me, I didn't, and I was like, whatever. And it helped me a lot with digestive stuff. That's like what I always share about, is like I was really messed up and had a lot of pain, and I was using the restroom a lot, and this eased pain. And when people are in pain, they'll really try anything. So anyways, you have to kind of backwards work that, your own story. But yeah, teacher, always a teacher. Let's backward plan this. Make a SMART goal. And then talk about the community. And then you don't always have to be handling an objection. You can be talking about the fun of it, the community, the friends you've made, how it makes you feel. But there's this really great video by Simon Sinek, and I forget what it's called, but it basically is talking about how successful companies who lead with their why instead of the how are the ones that soar. So the ones that, we can say, yes, we have awesome workout programs, and this Shakeology is really great for your body, and it needs, you're being nourished and all of the things. Or you can say, I was in pain and I was, crunched over the toilet 5 out of 7 days because my digestive system was awful, and I was at the doctor and they were telling me to eat applesauce and bananas because nothing was coming up in regards to celiacs, or nothing was coming up with my blood work, and that I just needed to kind of keep a food journal, is what they would say. Literally, this is my story. And then within 1 month of trying Shakeology, I looked at John one day and said, oh my gosh, I have not woken up in the middle of the night in pain, which I would literally get out of bed, crawl to the bathroom mat, and lay on the floor in front of the toilet because my stomach was in knots and in pain. Okay, that is going to pique people's interest in Shakeology. If your story is that you felt incredibly overwhelmed by meal planning and you didn't know what to, feed yourself, never mind feed your family, and you were hitting the drive-through, but then you found this that was way faster, more convenient, and cheaper in the long run, and you're happy with it, that is telling your story. That's telling your why this works for you. So did that kind of answer it, Shayna? Okay. Oh, there you are. Sorry. Sometimes when people jump on, like, people move around. So I'm like, oh, okay. Oh, looking in your tube top. You're so saucy. Okay. So that's basically like, and you're going to get better at this, right? You're going to get better. I know kind of what hits people hardest, my audience. It's funny. I had a baby a year ago, and my transformation pics gets the least amount of likes and comments, which, I'm trying not to take that personally or anything, because I've only worked literally my booty off, but for whatever reason. But when I tell a little bit more of the emotional stuff of like being a mom of 3 and how this has helped me, that is what gets people. Everybody has different, whatever, every audiences. So you just need to kind of find your groove, and you're not going to be perfect this month. If you've never done this month, you're going to kind of fall on your face a little bit. But if you right now you have this list, and then if you have multiple answers for each of these objections, then each of those is a post. Now, we don't want to talk about Beachbody up the wazoo, right? But if you're telling your story and you're using a little bit of curiosity marketing, and you're not maybe saying like, oh, Shakeology has helped me, and you just say like, this has helped me, or my fit camp has helped me. And I don't think every single time you have to be like, if you want to join me, drop a heart. Just leave it. Just leave your heart in this post, and then maybe the next day, or like 3 days a week in your post, you say something. Mix it up, but don't feel like you have to every single time say, you can join me now. You just tell your story and handle these objections, because the objections that you're getting in your DMs right now, what people are saying, answer them. Like, it helps. It really, really helps, because people who are watching you, who are considering about joining you, are not liking or commenting. So you don't even know that they are curious, but they're typing in your name and reading your posts. And then they're going to be like, okay. And then it's always a double hit, right? Because you can never just post on social media and expect people to come to you. But when you're sliding in their DMs and then they're like, okay, I think I'm ready because I've been reading your posts and you've handled these. Are they still going to ask you questions? Yes, of course. Are you still going to handle them like a CEO and a boss? Yes, of course. Are you going to, your heart's going to be racing the first time you're having these conversations? Yeah, you are. It's okay. You're going to get through it. So about 2 weeks. Now that's your posting plan. And I would suggest, if you know that you have like a wedding and a baby shower and like all of the things on the weekends and you're busy, try to write that post up ahead of time and either save it in your notes or download Planoly, Planoly, pretty sure. It's free for like if you're just using your account, and it will schedule to go up for you. So you don't have to, and like if you're going to be busy and you just want to put up like a cute pic of you at a wedding, like do it. You don't have to every post be like, oh, these hard hitting, like I'm telling the story and it's amazing. Like share pieces of you, but you have 2 weeks, right? You have 2 weeks. So plot these out, be smart about your business, and know that that's the front end. Now the back end is that you're doing invites. You are doing invites. You are talking to people in private messages. You are doing your Success Club tracker. You're paying attention to who is liking, commenting, and viewing your stories, and you're talking to them about this. Now, for us, you can invite them to this sneak peek. I would encourage you to every single person who has ever shown interest, send them a message and say, hey, I know you were interested in a fit camp before. I'm hosting a sneak peek. Here's the link. Like, I'm just sending people the link, and I like let me say I will send them the link because I haven't made the link yet. Like the link, like just the URL to the group. And what I'll do is when I open the group, I'll make those questions. Who invited you to this? So that I know, like, oh, they're coming from Ashley, or oh, they're coming from Julie. And then we'll figure it out from there. Doesn't, you know what I mean? We'll see it. We'll track it that way. And then the people who say they're interested, then, you know, maybe you've never talked to them before and they're like, oh yeah, we're going to do this one in Facebook. Cause we crazy and we're doing it. But, okay, hold on. I need a drink.
What?
I needed a drink, Kimmy. So then, okay, so if I've never invited someone, I might not be like, hey, I saw you were interested. Like, here's the thing. But I'm still inviting to the sneak peek. If you're watching my stories and I'm talking about I'm doing a sneak peek, I'm going to invite you. And I'm going to say, hey, did you want to check out that sneak peek that I'm running? And if they're like, yeah, let me check it out, I'm going to send them the link and they're going to add themselves. Great. Don't say, okay, friend request me on Facebook and I'll add you to the group. Don't do that. I did that for a really long time and that was not successful. So do that. Okay, so that's that. Now, so ideally, you fill your group and then you have to switch your brain a little bit. Now, in the beginning, the scariest thing that we do is talk about coaching because we feel we have no right to talk about it. But you have every right to talk about it because you are a coach. Coaching has impacted your life in a million ways. It could be friendship, it could be $15, it could be 15 pounds. Being a coach has impacted your life and you have to start talking about it now and you have to start planting the seeds so that business builders will come. All the time we say, oh, I just wish someone, I wish I could sign me. Where's the me's? Okay, you can get to diamond and you can get to 1 star easily. And we've proven it now. Brenna has proven it that she can basically get to 2 star, you know what I mean? Like without another working diamond. While her team is starting to be like, yes, I catch the vision. I'm doing it. I'm going emerald. They're doing the things. But you can set the pace and know that they're coming, but you can't be like, if you waited until you made a bunch of money to talk about coaching, you would never make a bunch of money because you don't have a team. Do you see what I'm saying? Like you'd only be hustling for commission. And I guess if you want to be slinging 40 challenge packs a day, you could talk about that. But you have to start planting the seed about coaching. If you see a girl who you think would be amazing, tell them, have you ever thought about coaching like I do? That is literally my coaching invite. Boom. Have you ever thought about coaching like I do? ? I think you would be amazing. And insert why. You know, I'm genuine, especially with my coaching invites. So then at the end of the month, we're doing, like we've been doing, a sneak peek on Instagram per usual. We're probably going to do the coaching webinar in the Diamond Push group. Okay, don't. In the Diamond Push group, they are going to tell us when they have some webinars. I mean, we'll see what they're like if we want to just collab with them. If not, for sure, we'll have one. Brenna and I, for sure, we'll have that for you. And just know that this is the same thing. You're just inviting to these things. It's much easier to be like, hey, do you want to check out the information? Maybe in the beginning than if you feel nervous to like have the conversations go back and forth. But ultimately, people sign up like with you because they like your story and how you present the business. So just share what you do. If you're doing your tracker, share, hey, so as a coach, I have a to-do list every day that I try to hit, and I'm just doing my work right now. Like them knowing that you're going to hand them a to-do list is helpful. Them knowing that it takes work is helpful. Nobody got to diamond, emerald, 1 star, 2 star from just, you know, hoping it would happen. It takes work. And so show that. So then the same thing. What made you want to be a coach? Write that down, draw a line. What made me want to be a coach? Now, make bullet points. Was it the possible financial opportunity? Was it the community? Was it the transformations? Was it the accountability for my own fitness goals? Was it I wanted a fun hobby that would give me fulfillment? Would it give me impact? All of the things, you know, again, this is your story, so I can't tell it for you. Now, what made you What made you see those things? What are you doing now that answers those questions? That is your coaching plan. Now, one more thing I will share with sharing about coaching is that you have to tell your story about, write this down, where you were, where you are, and where you're going. Who you were before, who you have become now, and I don't care if you've been a coach for a month or a day or a year. You have had a transformation. There is this switch when we come into this incredible team and this incredible community. You feel something. That's a transformation. You have had a transformation in who you are as a human. Never mind if you've maybe made some money or you've lost some weight or toned up, whatever. You have had a transformation within you. Now, then you have to share your goals. You have to share your vision. What do you want? Do you want to build an empire? Listen to me right now. Get up on the bed. No wrestling. Do you want to sit with me? Then sit down. Carter, get up on the bed. Thank you so much. You have to share where you want to be so that people are not shocked when they do sign up on your team, that you've been crystal clear. I am crystal clear. I am trying to build an empire of moms, an empire of women who are, you know, busy AF, who want to feel good and who want to do good in this world and make an impact. So most people are not shocked when they come in. That doesn't mean everyone stays. People quit, you guys. People quit all the time. Just got a cancellation this morning. However, we just keep going because we have our vision. And then you have to get a little vulnerable, and it's your story. You have to tell it as you feel comfortable, but share what's on your heart. You know, you felt a certain way and this has helped you. Whatever that is, it's really hard for me to give examples because we all have such individual stories, and this has given us individual things. But then you backwards plan. Boom, you have your posts, right? You have your posts, and then you have your tracker. That is how I plan my month. That is how, stop jumping. Stop jumping. Gets all amped up at the end of Horton Hears a Who, I guess. So now, if you are like, if you're stuck, if you're like, okay, I have to fill my fit camp, and my biggest objection, I don't know how to communicate that this has impacted my life. This is where personal development writes 95% of my posts. So I have something on my heart. I am clear because I've called my shot. You got to set goals in this business, and if it scares you, it's a great goal. If you feel okay saying it, if you're like, I'm going to make Success Club, and you're real calm about it, it's not scary enough. You need to say, I'm going to make Success Club 10. I'm going to go diamond in 3 weeks. Whatever makes you sweaty and your armpits tingle. That should be your thing. You go big, you put your intention out there, and then you do crazy personal development. Guys, don't skip your personal development because it will write your post for you. So because I'm washing my hair and I'm like, I just wish I knew how to communicate how I feel. And then Rachel Hollis drops some truth bombs and I'm like, oh my gosh, yes. And she helps me formulate my post. Am I copying what she says? Of course not. But am I taking a line maybe to like get my brain flowing? Yes, that is exactly pretty much when my posts are on point, is because I'm flooding with personal development. And then, you know, Brenna's really great about this. Like, she will come up with her posts and then she'll like take a variety of pictures, and she kind of already has it going, or she at least knows she has a picture, like she needs a picture for something. And so like, she'll be like, you know, after work one day, if that's like the goal, then like she'll take that or whatever. So you want to plan so that you can be successful. When you have this general plan and that general list that you made, and after this call, you might want to keep that if you're feeling some inspiration with like why you wanted to be a coach and what concerns you had about being in a fit camp. Let that flow. Write more. It's not a bad idea to have more ideas, because maybe on a random Thursday you're going to be listening to personal development and you're going to come up with a better idea. You're going to have something on your heart you want to say to your followers, and then what you do is you just take that post you were going to do and you put it in your notes section and you save it for a rainy day when you have nothing to say. Just because you didn't write the words that day doesn't mean they're still not from your heart. If you look at all huge influencers, big people with big following, they are scheduling and planning their content ahead of time. It doesn't make it any less true or authentic. It is 100% your words, what you need to say. It's just you're planning it when your brain is correctly working, not after putting 3 kids to bed, drinking a glass and a half of wine and being like, well, what am I going to post about? Like, no, don't do that. Don't do that. I've done that. So if you have your plan, now, I said it a second ago, but I really want you to set your goal. October is a big month. It is a big, 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 big month because 1, we have all these prizes going on, so yay. 2, you're all on this call. This is probably one of our biggest calls we've had, and we have people who want to work the business. We have people who want to go diamond. We have people who want to build empires and make this helpful for their family. So set your goal. How many, I want you to drop in the chat what your Success Club goal is, and if it doesn't make you sweaty, don't type it. Good. Success Club goal, and how many coaches are you going to sign? Okay, how many coaches are you going to sign in the month of October? So remember, when you are, the great thing is if you have challengers every single month, it's really easy to sign some coaches because you can say, 1, we can offer the discount, and I will say it for anybody who needs to hear it again, is that I got myself to diamond with all discount coaches. Okay, I will say it again. I got myself to diamond with all discount coaches. So did Brenna. I was building, and no, I have some working coaches on my dad's diamond. But I was building John, a while ago, and those were all discount coaches. And then I canceled him and moved him over across from Brenna. So know that this, like, it's the beginning. It's like a rite of passage. It's a rite of passage to have a whole team of discount coaches. It is still incredible. I'm going to use her as an example till I die. Brianna is on our team. She is in our fit camp. She loves the products, has zero desire to build a business, and came to Summit. And I think we would all agree that we are obsessed with her. Being a discount coach does not mean you are any less invaluable. It means that you are committed to the programs, you are getting a discount, and you want community. Girl, that's what we are. So offer the discount to every single person. So when you're getting challengers, then you can, that's kind of an easy one. Like, hey, do you want the discount? But at the same time, you have to see those people. You have to see those dream coaches, those people that you're like, God, come do this with me, please. A lot of you are sitting right here that I dreamed and hoped and wished you would come on my team. You have to ask them. If you do not plant the seed, it will never grow. They will think, oh, she's not talking to me. She's talking to someone else. So you have to do it now. So if your goal is diamond in 6 weeks, then how many coaches do you need to sign in 6 weeks? And what's your backwards plan? If your goal is diamond by the end of the year, backwards plan that. Set the goals, take a breath, and then do your tracker. And then be in tune with your business so that if you're like, and I talked about this, I think with Sarah, is that like you're driving in the car and you have to switch your gear. So sometimes, some months, you can do really great in gear 3. You're sitting in 3rd and you're like, this is good. I'm chugging along. I'm making success. Other times, people are not answering you and nobody is picking up the seeds that you're planting, and you got to kick it into 5th gear because you have goals. So when shit gets hard, you don't do less. When shit gets hard, you do more. And if anything, maybe those seeds don't bloom. I know a lot of you hustled your asses off in September. Okay, I know you did. I see you. I know you did the things and you didn't hit the goal you wanted. You didn't hit Success Club. Those seeds, because you pushed hard, will bloom. They just didn't bloom on your time frame. And so that's why we have to be inviting all the time, because this is about their life and their journey. And you can't be like, well, girl, I'll help you with your health goals, but only if you sign up on the 30th. Like, no, we're here to do it. Like, we love them. And maybe the seed just didn't bloom on their time frame or on your time frame, but they're still interested. They don't know Success Club is like a month thing or whatever. So it's scary. Oh, she sees my shadow. Apparently I'm scary. Okay. One thing about discount code. Sam had mentioned there was a discount in one of her stories that was that what planted the seed for me. Mention the discount. Oh, okay. Yeah. So mention that was a thing. And it's so funny because and we all have different stories, right? Like certain things attracted for different reasons. But you just got to talk about the things. And exactly, Madison was like, I just want the discount. Don't really talk to me about it. Rachel was like, I just want the discount. But then within a week, she was like, okay, I want to do this thing. You never ever know who needs this. Who needs this? And maybe they're thinking about things and are scared to say it. It's scary to call your shot. It is scary to say, Brenna was a discount coach, not even under me. She was under Kiara, who did nothing and deleted all of her followers if she's never told you this. Like she got pregnant and hormonal and scary and went and was like, I don't know you, delete. So when she came back ready to hustle, she literally she started from nothing. And then she came in and she hustled hard. Also, I'll tell her the story is multiple times now on the last day of qualification, Brenna has signed people. So do not, it's not over till it's over. So push till the end because it's your goal if you want it. If we want to lead, you guys, if we truly want to lead, we want to be on San Diego beaches, snuggling, drinking, yes, we'll be snuggling, drinking drinks with the umbrellas and walking, like having shirts. I see us at Summit with shirts on that are like elite as fuck. Oh, sorry, children. Sorry, JJ. I see you. I'm sorry. Like we are like elite, and then we have the things, and to be recognized as strong women, because we are like women who are, I don't want to say like, I don't know, we're like the behind the scenes moms and the behind the scenes teachers and social workers and people who are like making an impact, but like maybe you don't see them, maybe they're not flashy, maybe it's not a thing, but like we're a force to be reckoned with and we're about to show up big. I want this for us because we deserve the recognition. Yeah, who runs the world? Girls, like we are. But that's not, I promise you, when we make elite this year, we will be hustling literally till the end. We will be sweaty. It will come down to points. We're a new team. Okay? Like I'm not going to tell you that we don't have enough points yet to be elite. We can have enough points to be elite. We can have enough diamonds, but it's going to take work. Set your goal, call your shot, get sweaty, and then take a breath and do the things. Then when you're doing the things, if you're not getting the results, you amp it up. We amp it up. And then some days when you think, oh my gosh, my kid pooped on this and peed on this and I haven't slept 4 hours, know that checking the boxes, and I don't like saying the minimum, but just checking the boxes, setting your timers and doing the things is still good. But then on Saturday, when hubby's home, you're like, homeboy, I'm going to Starbucks for 3 hours and I'm doing invites. Then you and I are going on a date night. Maybe we'll get saucy. Who knows? Be intentional with your time. Plan it out. You say, hubby, this is our time. This is my business time. This is my kid time. This is my me time. So, yeah, you are new. It's the first of the month. Everybody is new. It doesn't matter where I am. It doesn't matter where you are. We all start at 0 points on the first of the month. And that's a cool thing because we all get to make it our best month. And this month, if you make it your best month, you get a medal, which is pretty cool. I like medals. I have like my 1-star medal like sitting there. The other day I almost put it on and I was like, that's weird, Sam. That's weird. Why would you do that? I don't know. I just like saw it and it was like drawn to me. So I hope that this call got you fired up. I hope you feel that you have a plan. You still have tonight, if you're West Coast time. East Coast, you're probably totally ready for bed. It's like wearing your I can't wear my wedding dress again. I've tried so many times. I think my ribs spread to birth the babies, because I got so big with Carter. Anyways, I was 5 months pregnant. Well, there you go. So the calendar is coming because I was gonna put it up, but I really I just have to wait 24 hours and then they'll give me more information and so I can align. If you want to be in the push for diamond, it is not too late. All you need is 3 active coaches and at minimum 1 point on the board for either last month or this month. So you can make that happen. Crazier shit has happened. You just have to decide, take a breath, don't get overwhelmed, and just do the work. Go through your follow-ups. Who have you talked about coaching? Who are your friends? Do the things and get in the push group. I promise you, you will not regret being in the push group. Anytime that we have been in a push group, seeing the fire from other people outside of like our little team is really exciting. Seeing other coaches who are facing the same battle you are of getting to diamond with 3 coaches and they're not sure how they're going to do it and you guys are rallying together, it's powerful. Do what you can to get in the group. And then I will have the calendar on Thursday, and I think that's it. Brenna, do you have anything?
Sam, it's total fire. I'm sorry I had to comment with the not naked because we're like, we'll be there, we'll be strutting, we'll wear shirts. And I was like, because it'd be weird if we were naked, you know, that's all.
No, I didn't even see that. I didn't even see that till right now.
I know, I hurt you and you get me so far. I'm like, can I go send invites now? But guys, there's only 2 things I want to say about that. One, about the push group. Like I was talking to Sarah and Megan, who've been pushing to get in the push group. This is like the time when Sam said you go till the time that it's done. I mean, to get into qualification for 2-star, I signed someone up at 8 o'clock and they had to be signed up by 9. Okay. So like until that clock strikes, you invite, you find your people, you send the Hail Mary invites, and don't be afraid to like, I'm not sure who said it about the discount or whatever. Like I've offered a $10 incentive to somebody if I'm clutch mode. You know, whatever you need to do to make it happen, you need to make it happen. Because if you're pushing for big goals, we were listening to this call and one of the coaches was saying, I wanted to get in a test group and they said we had to have the highest success club numbers ever. So I offered a $25 gift card to every single person that signed up with me so I could be in the test group because I knew that was going to move my business forward. This is a long game business. That $50 commission that you're making, yes, it is important, but this is also a business. And diamond is the next goal. So how are you going to get there? And the next step is to get into this push group. That same push group Sam and I did last year to go 1-star to get to New Leader Conference. So this is not like a small thing. I definitely recommend pushing yourself. And you still have plenty of time. Like there's still so much time in the day, in the night, tomorrow. Like don't be scared to, and don't count yourself out before it's done. Okay, but 1 minute. Okay.
Say goodbye.
Say goodbye. Bye, Dad. So don't count yourself out until it's all the way done. And don't be afraid to put yourself out there and reach out to those people around you who have been maybe thinking about it, maybe not. That $10 might be the reason why they're like, everyone loves a good discount. Everyone likes to feel like they're saving. They want to do this, but maybe they're scared. And if you give them that right opportunity or the right message, they might be ready to do it with you. So that was my first thing about the push. Second thing, hold on 1 second, baby, okay? With social media, I think Sam has always had a natural knack for social media. When I read her stuff, I'm always like, oh my God, my heartstrings. I just come through the cry, you know, which I mean, I don't, but like, I feel like I could, you know? And she's always had that ability from day one, even like her I Am Sam post. The fact that you thought of doing an I Am Sam post is like mind-blowing to me on all levels. I am the polar opposite of that, okay? So if some of you are thinking about this social media thing and you're like, just so we're clear, this is not a natural thing for me and it feels very odd. Yeah, Tyra, there's some personalities on the team where you're like, I can send invites all day. I can talk to people about conversations about challenge packs, but you want me to like tell a story, put myself out there, like somehow make it not about the facts, can be a little stressful and a little overwhelming. So this is what I'm gonna give those people who may be telling your story or sharing it or whatever. Like Sam said, you gotta fail forward. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. People are gonna read this post for 5 seconds. They're gonna look at it, they're gonna read it, and it'll be in the back of their mind. But the reality is they're gonna need to keep seeing you. So once I decided, okay, This post is not going to be the make or break for somebody joining my team. This post is going to be make or break for somebody loving me or not. It took a lot of the pressure off of like, what do I say?
I got my workout.
Good job. Go work out, baby. She's got her yoga mat out on the ground. So that was the biggest thing, removing that pressure. 2, spending a little bit of time and not a lot of time. So the Planoly app that she talks about, I work 4 days a week and I work 11-hour days. So I leave before the sun comes up and I get home after the sun is down. So not really ideal for taking pictures. So the 3 days that I'm off, I come up with the 4 days I'm working, what those posts are gonna look like. What am I gonna talk about? Coaching, challenge group, you know, my family, community, whatever those things are, have some general ideas. And then I'm gonna go and take 4 different pictures. I might change my shirt, change my makeup, go to a different location. But I'm gonna take 4 pictures probably in the same day, in case you guys are wondering. One's gonna be a workout photo from my workout in the morning, when it's daylight, whatever it is. And then I use my Planoly to plan that out for the week. So if you're a busy person and you work outside the home and maybe your pictures aren't, you're like, I have no time. When am I gonna take it? I don't have good lighting. I want my pictures to look good. For a long time, I had terrible pictures because I didn't get creative in that way. So it takes me 20 minutes on a Sunday and I take those photos and get kind of whatever ideas I wanna talk about. And then just do it. That's the last part. I mean, that's like a motto I live by in this business, just do it. But like Nike should give me money or something. But really with social media, just do it. I mean, the reality is when my social media was bad, guys, like really bad. Like I left them on there. Go ahead, look back on my Instagram, see all my collage posts and dark photos and you know, what, all my Shakeology boxes. Like I did the posts, okay? I was still signing people up with those posts. People were still joining our team when we were doing those things. So don't feel like because you look at Sam's post now, 3 or 4 years into her business, that you're comparing your day one post to hers. And then using that as a way to compare. If your pictures aren't where you want them to be, it's a growing process. You're a brand new coach. At the same time, learn from us. Take from what we're saying. Maybe don't post your Shakeology box, you know, as your main photo on your page, but be okay with the fact that it takes time, it takes practice, and you will get better. It will get easier. I still struggle with sharing on social media. It is still the hardest thing for me on a day-to-day basis. So if it is hard for you, give yourself a 10-minute limit, come up with your post. I also am the most creative before bed. So I leave my phone next to my bed and I'll do like a little voice message while I'm half asleep about whatever my post is. And the next day I'll fix it and upload it or whatever. So again, remove the pressure, be okay with doing something. Something is always better than nothing. And even if once a week you're sharing your story, you're sharing a piece of your story, that is better than not. Okay? So just get comfortable with being uncomfortable in this business. That's like literally how people survive this business, is always being uncomfortable. And once you're used to that, it's great. It's great business. Just, you know, you're uncomfortable a lot and it's fine. So that's pretty much it. Inspiration for pictures. So again, so like Sam has a picture planned out for at the end of the year with her Success Club trackers that she told me about 6 months ago. Okay. Homegirl's been saving Success Club trackers for a year for this photo, right? I don't have that. 0. That is not a thing that I do. I'm not like, oh my God, this photo would be so great, you know, or whatever. My sister's the same way. Like, can like, oh, the vision. I don't have the vision. Okay, so what I do is on my Instagram, if you go look at my page, I have 5 pictures and then I have a funny quote, meme, or motivation. That is how I like it to look, the grid. Hold on, baby. Then what I do literally, guys, it's eating you. Don't be uncomfortable that it's attacking in the middle of the call. It's fine. But then what I do is like Sam said, I'm planning out the time frame. So if I'm talking about my boot camp, that means I'm probably going to need like some sort of a fitnessy photo. That's like my thought. Okay, I need to look like I'm working out if I'm not really working out. Like, I'll make sure I'm wearing workout clothes when I take the photo. If I'm talking about community, I'm thinking, okay, do I have an opportunity, or maybe an old photo from Summit, where I'm with my girls, or a team call? Or do I have a picture where I look really cute and I can talk about community? It doesn't, you don't have to like have this perfect, if you look back at some of Sam's posts or my posts or whatever, you're gonna see a cute picture where we're like, we're feeling ourselves, our makeup's done, our hair has been washed in the last 5 days. Our post does not directly relate to that photo. So I don't put a ton of pressure on that, but do remember that it is your storefront. So I try to take pictures where I don't look like I just woke up as the photo on my feed. Those go in my stories. There's plenty of those. But if I'm gonna post a picture on my feed, like I said, like one day I'll do my makeup, like it, you know, put my workout clothes on, take my workout photo picture, then I'll like change my shirt, put on jeans, go put on some lipstick, take another picture. I usually try to just focus on having decent lighting and, oh geez, Emily. You know, focus on having decent lighting and kind of just like, what am I going to talk about that week? Am I talking about challenge groups more? So I'm talking about maybe community. I'm talking about my fitness journey, you know, a transformation photo. I try to share transformation photos at least once a week of myself or someone from my team. You know, those kind of things. So you have kind of your staple things that you do. And then I just make sure that I have 5 pictures and a grid. And in my Planoly, if you guys, I'll show you real quick. Oh, well, okay, I'm saving this one. So this is like my Instagram page on my Planoly. So it's all the posts I've planned. So you can see I have posts planned for the next 5 days.
Mommy.
These are all already created. So my posts are done through the weekend. Baby, hold on, baby. I've never hated my name so much. How about anyone else? Baby, you want to come say hi? Okay. You're welcome. So, hi guys.
Hi.
So,
I'm Peyton.
this is Peyton, in case you guys didn't know.
It's China.
It's Cammie.
It's Cammy.
Yeah.
You're
that's
right.
That's our friend.
Hi, Cammy.
So on Planoly, you can plan out when your posts go up. You can already upload the photo, and you can plan out the time frames, if it automatically posts to Instagram, all of that stuff. So for me, I know I have a ton of events this weekend. So all my posts for work, they're all going to go up while I'm at work. Hold on. Okay. Hey, Peyton. Okay. You're going to get down. Thank you.
No, I want to get down.
Okay, then you can be quiet.
Oh,
And then over the weekend, I have a ton of events. So I already know that I have 2 events that are happening here. I'm going to take a picture at the, and there's my husband. I'm going to take a picture at the wedding that I'm at and the baby shower that I'm at. And I'm already going to share those pictures. That's a part of my life. So I already have those planned in there. So I have the next 5 days planned out. You can make this fit in a very busy schedule. It takes a little bit of advance, but I have a picture from my birthday last year. I have a picture from a Cardinals game 2 years ago. Like, get creative with it. You don't necessarily have to all be relevant photos that you took today. If you're a big football person, post a football picture on Sunday and cheer on your team like an everyday person would. You know, all of those things, they're okay to share on your social media. It talks about who you are as a person. So don't put too much pressure on yourself. I try to do 3, baby, 1 more minute, okay?
Mommy, want to say hi.
Okay. I do 3 in-depth posts that are sharing about my story, inviting or something like that a week, pretty much 3 to 4. The rest are gonna be fun. I talk about my nails. I talk about my crazy kid. I talk about, you know, whatever those things are that make you you. So don't be afraid to share those as well. And not everything has to be a super intense post. So if you spend an hour 1 day a week and you come up with your big post, that's going to be good enough. I promise. Okay? It doesn't need to take up an hour every day. I'm sorry. My child's crazy. Sam understands. Our children are the same, except she has 3 of them. I hope that answers everyone's questions. I probably missed some of them. Yeah, the photo, I spend more time planning out the pictures a little bit more, just in like good lighting and making sure that like I look halfway decent, but that's about it, you know? And like the other day I posted a true workout selfie. I was sweaty, I was gross, and put a funny caption with it, you know? And that's totally fine too. It doesn't always have to be peachy and, sorry, mute me now, that's all. It's 7:15.
You're perfect.
I mean,
You said yes because Brenna really does rock the busy working life, and she gets it up. So, I'll just say too, it's like, don't think you have to put all the pressure. It's actually Brenna's on every post is you're showing stuff on your Instagram stories. But that's it. We love you. We're so excited to rock this month. Stuff will be going up in the team pages tomorrow for sure. I'll post the recording. Let's do a picture. Sorry, Rachel, I see you. I was like, I think we're good. And then I see Rachel, picture. But it's so true. Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3. All eyes are open. Way to do it, guys. We're getting so good at this. Okay. Love you. We'll talk soon. Oh, I recorded that. You're welcome for watching the recording with us taking a picture.